Today I want to show you something really cool. If you didn't already know, I make these videos for TanStack AI. And for example, here's a video on our chat persistence that we just launched. And as you can see, it's fully animated and just showcases the new functionalities. It shows you the code and stuff like that. And I have a separate video on how I do this, but a TLDR of it is I have an agent skill that takes in a PR, diffs it with main, and then figures out the branding and stuff like that, and then renders the video for you and shows it for you. Well, this is really cool, but since yesterday we launched Channels SDK on the Copilot Kit, I've been thinking about moving this from being an actual skill I run inside of my local agent to an actual tool that you can run inside of Slack. And if you wonder what that looks like, here it is in action. So this is inside our company Slack, and I have this bot testing channel or thread. And here is where I do all of my testing, but look at this. So I just pinged the bot to make sure it's alive, and it indeed was. And I basically told it, hey, can you make me a promo video for this PR? And I just gave it the PR. And then it said on it, I'm gonna do that in a Docker sandbox using Claude Code and HyperFrames. And if you don't know what HyperFrames is, it's this really cool product that basically allows you to generate these videos with HTML. It's very similar to Remotion, but it's HTML based, so it's a little bit easier for agents to grasp it and a little bit more token efficient. They have a bunch of features built on top of it, but this is what I use to generate these videos. And basically it uses that to generate them, and it takes several minutes, and as you can see it says today at 12:31 and it replied at 12:52, so it took it around 20 minutes to generate the first iteration of the video. And keep in mind this also includes like starting the sandbox and stuff like that, so it takes a little bit longer than usual, and the agent does research as well and stuff like that. And it produced this video. And as you can see, it's actually branded with our logo, with our typography, brand colors, and stuff like that. And this actually uses our Copilot Kit branding skill under the hood to brand the videos in our company colors. So the first output is what you see here. And this is almost perfect. But what I didn't like was that in the middle of the video, you can see that it shows you the fix. And the fix is something that happens under the hood. And the users don't really care about this. They care about the feature. And I wanted to remove this. Well, I just told it like, hey, this scene looks amazing. Can you please remove the scene with the code that shows the fix? Otherwise, it looks great. So that's this screen. And then it said on it, and then started, or rather reconnected to the same sandbox that ran this initial video. And this has like a 10-minute interval that you can configure. It's usually 10 to 30 or 1 hour, depends on what you want. And if nothing gets sent to the sandbox, it shuts itself down. Otherwise, it stands idle for further instructions. And now that I've got this, it also produced a new video and told it to make an edit at 12:57, and at 1 o'clock, so in 3 minutes, it produced another video. So it took it 3 instead of 20 minutes because the sandbox was up, it was initialized, it had everything it needed, and the agent session inside of the sandbox actually had all the context it needed. So it just generated the new video. And here is the final product. So we see the bug scene, and bam, the fix scene is gone. We see the results screen, and we actually have a video that we can post. And this showcases a bug fix that I did, so it's not really as fun or cool as something else could be, but this can be used for any sort of feature. You can even send it like documents instead of PRs, and like write out like a huge PRD that got turned into a feature or something like that, and then give it to the agent to actually create a promotional video. It also gives you a poster, and I just said perfect, thank you, it said perfect, and that was it. So I generated a video to publish to promote my company in like 20 minutes, fully async with minimal requirements on my side. I didn't have to spin up an agent, I didn't have to configure anything. So how does this actually look like in code? So I'm gonna link the repo under the video in the description. But basically I have this OpenTag repo that has a bunch of other functionalities, like fixing PRs and rendering charts and stuff like that. But for this specific example, I used a few things and we're gonna go through them together. So this promo video sandbox is the meat of it. And this file holds all the logic for what you just saw. And it's rather simple. So the first piece is requiring the promo video environment. So it requires the Anthropic key, the GitHub token, and basically just pulling stuff out of process.environment. So this is not as interesting as some other stuff. But what is interesting is the following. So we first have this Claude CLI install instruction. I'm going to come back to this, but the first actual meaty part of this is the promo instruction. So I just tell it you're a headless promo video producer inside the Docker Sandbox, and test the user questions, prefer same defaults for every choice. And then I give these hard rules like use the HyperFrames video skill for the full video workflow. And this is a skill I personally created to generate these videos. It has a lot of instructions like how to generate them, how to structure the code, how to highlight the code and stuff like that. And then I tell it, okay, use Copilot Kit branding skill to brand the video, to make it our own brand. And for example, if you had your company, you could just do something like TanStack branding, and then it would use your company brand skill. And I usually put stuff like icons, fonts, and things like that into the branding skills, so it also pulls assets. So I tell it the aspect ratio, do not open interactive Q&A gates, blah, blah, blah. So I tell it where to write the artifacts and stuff like that. And then on follow-up turns, treat the user messages feedback, refine the existing HyperFrames project when possible, re-render to the same output path. And now we get into here. So here's the requiring of the secrets, and then we have this create secrets. This comes from TanStack AI, and this basically creates like a vault for secrets that is used by the sandbox to pull in secrets when it needs it. And we use this to do a lot of stuff, like pull in. So if I go down here, first we give it to the sandbox, and then we use the GitHub token to fetch private skills and stuff. And that is what the create secrets is for. Then this is really interesting. So if I send it a PR, I want the skill to use that PR as the basis, and otherwise don't use anything. So what I do is I say that a GitHub repository is the source to pull in. So if there's a PR link, I just say pull that branch, only the last commit, and then authenticate with this if it's needed. Otherwise, just pull it in. And that is what we pass into the define workspace here, but we're gonna get to that. And then the final thing is the link skills that just links the skills to the agent. And these are all our setup steps. And then after that, we just define our sandbox. So if you think about it, like a defining of a sandbox is literally like setting it up locally for yourself. So if you think about it, what do you need to make this happen? So you need an agent harness, so Claude Code, Anthropic, or Codex from OpenAI, or whatever you use. I use Claude Code for creative work because it's much better than OpenAI. Then you need skills, and then you need a GitHub repository. You're going to clone that GitHub repository locally, then run the agent and stuff like that. So the sandbox is like your empty operating system, and you need to define everything you're gonna pull in to get to a point where it's identical to your local setup. And that is what we've been doing up to this point. So the source is the GitHub repository. The secrets are used inside of the sandbox. So for example, the GitHub token to pull in the repository or to push and stuff like that. Then you have the skills. the skills basically are pulled from different places. And for example, git skill pulls in from the repo that is public, and another one pulls it from a private repository. So the internal skills is our internal company skills. And from here, I pulled the Copilot Kit branding skill, so I can use that branding skill to brand the videos. And then you have the instructions, so the promo instructions. And if I go to instructions, those are the system prompts. So this gets seeded into the system prompt for the agent. That's what that is. And then you have the setup. So the setup, you can do a lot of stuff. You can either run a bunch of scripts in parallel, you can do it in a serial manner. You have these utilities called serial and parallel, and you can use whatever you need to get this up and running. So I want to execute a bunch of serial commands, so that's what I do here. So first I do export Debian frontend, then I get a bunch of stuff, and then I add FF into the project, I add Claude CLI, and then I serially run this to add the HyperFrame skills, because that is used by my HyperFrames video skill to generate this video. And by the end of it, you also have this policy section where I tell it what it can and can't do. And then the last important bit is the lifecycle. I tell it to not destroy and complete, so just to go into idle mode. I keep it alive for 2 hours. I snapshot it after setup, and then I reuse the thread. So now that we have this setup, you already have already operating systems with skills, with your agent harness, with whatever you need. You can install something like a Git CLI or set up MCPs. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can think of it as like your operating system. You can add whatever you want into the sandbox. And once you do that, you use this in the promo video job. And I'm gonna open this. So we're not gonna go through the post video from Sandbox yet. We are gonna look at the run promo video job first. And this is just a tool that gets called by a different agent. And what we do here is we basically get the environment and we make sure it's done, or rather there. And then we get the PR and the slug and stuff like that. So we just do another round of setup. So most of the work you have to do is basically setup work. And once you have everything set up, you just run the agent. And how we do that is, if I scroll down here, you can see that we create the sandbox. Then we create the durability so it's not lost. And if something happens, like a server crashes while rendering the stuff, you don't lose the video. And finally, we just call the chat method from TanStack AI. We give it the adapter to be Claude Code text. We give it the permissions to bypass everything so it can do whatever it wants in the sandbox. We give it the messages, the thread ID, the run ID, the model options as well, the session ID, and then the middleware. And this is where the magic happens. We feed it the sandbox, and that turns the chat method from TanStack AI from a simple chat method into an agent harness runner that runs the agent harness inside of the sandbox. And this is the sandbox view. This is all durable. And after this is done, we just collect from the stream, use this information and send it to the post video from Sandbox. And inside of that, the post video from Sandbox, we can actually get the sandbox that we created earlier and fed to the agent. And then we can ensure that it's running, and we get this handle back. And the handle has a bunch of properties, but one of them is the file system on the sandbox. And what we do here is we basically get the video path, and then it has handle file system exists. We check if the file exists, and if it does, we just read that file from the sandbox. So we grab the video that is raw, so the video is in MP4 format, and we grab it from the sandbox. And then what we do is basically we just post that video to the thread. So now we have the bytes, we give it the file name, the title, and the alt text, and you can also make this dynamic. I just made it static for this demo, and that is it. So that is the whole setup that you need to make these cool little things. And what's really exciting about sandboxing and agent harnesses is that you can create these small specialized agents, create very specific sandboxes with specific skills and instructions and setups, give them the lowest amount of permissions that they need and secrets as well, run the sandbox, let the agent go wild, do something, and then just grab it from the sandbox and use it for further processing or whatever. And this is really cool and enables cool scenarios like this where you can actually generate stunning videos for your company on the fly, fully async. And that is it for what I have to show you today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!